They don't just hunt for food, they fight for it, risking their lives in a battle where one wrong move could be their last. For the Hadzabe tribe, one of Africa's last true hunter-gatherer societies, this isn't just a legend, it's their reality. For 40,000 years, they've survived in northern Tanzania without farming or livestock, relying entirely on the land. But one of their riskiest hunts? Baboons. These sharp-toothed primates travel in troops, fight back in numbers, and can turn the hunter into the hunted in an instant. Should the Hadzabe keep their traditions alive or adapt to a modern world that's closing in fast? This story uncovers the high-stakes battles, life or death risks, and the growing threats that could wipe out this ancient way of life forever. Subscribe now and hit the bell to uncover the truth. The Hadzabe tribe has lived near Lake Eyasi in northern Tanzania for 40,000 years, making them one of the oldest surviving hunter-gatherer societies. They rely entirely on hunting wild animals and gathering natural foods, without practicing farming or livestock domestication. Unlike many indigenous groups, the Hadzabe have resisted modernization, maintaining a nomadic lifestyle that depends solely on nature's resources. They do not build permanent shelters, instead moving across their ancestral lands with changing seasons. With a population of fewer than 1,300, the Hadzabe are among Africa's smallest and most endangered ethnic groups. Their unique language, ancient traditions, and survival skills have attracted global attention, making them a key focus in anthropological research and efforts to preserve indigenous cultures. The Hadzabe tribe hunts baboons as a crucial high-protein food source, providing significantly more meat than smaller prey like rabbits or birds. This is essential for survival, especially during food shortages caused by unpredictable weather and habitat loss. Unlike modern societies, the Hadzabe make full use of every part of the animal: meat for food, bones for tools, and skins for clothing, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. Beyond just food, hunting baboons is a true test of skill. These animals are incredibly intelligent, aggressive, and travel in large groups, making them one of the most difficult prey to catch. The hunt demands teamwork, patience, and strategic planning, as a single mistake could mean serious injury or even death. Despite these immense risks, baboon hunting remains a deeply rooted tradition, symbolizing the Hadzabe's strong connection to their ancestors and their way of life. The Hadzabe hunters rely on expert tracking skills to locate baboon troops, carefully observing footprints, broken branches, and distant calls. Since baboons travel in groups of 30 to 50 members, hunters must isolate a single target to increase their chances of a successful hunt. The best time to strike is early morning or late afternoon, when baboons are less alert and more vulnerable to an ambush. The Hadzabe's primary weapon is a handcrafted bow and arrow, a skill passed down through generations. Their arrows are coated with a potent poison from the adenium plant, capable of paralyzing and killing a baboon within minutes. Unlike modern hunters, they rely entirely on nature to craft weapons and set traps, demonstrating their deep ancestral knowledge of survival. Hunters use stealth and patience to get close without being detected. A precise arrow shot must hit a vital organ to ensure a quick and humane kill. However, baboons are intelligent and aggressive. If the troop senses danger, they may retaliate violently, posing a serious threat to the hunters. Once the baboon is down, they must retrieve the catch quickly before scavengers arrive, ensuring a successful and efficient hunt. Hunting baboons is a crucial part of the Hadzabe's survival, but it is also one of the most dangerous challenges they face. With sharp teeth, powerful muscles, and a fierce nature, baboons are formidable opponents. A poorly placed shot can leave one injured but still dangerous, leading to brutal retaliation. Their bites and scratches are not only severe, but also pose a high risk of infection, especially without medical aid in the wild. Hunters must be precise, as even a wounded baboon can turn the tables in an instant, using its strength and agility to defend itself with surprising ferocity. A greater danger comes from the troop's response. Baboons have strong social bonds and often react aggressively when one of their members is attacked. If a hunt goes wrong, the group may launch a coordinated counterattack, forcing hunters to retreat or face serious injuries. Despite these risks, the Hadzabe have mastered survival tactics over generations, relying on stealth, teamwork, and precise hunting techniques. Their ability to track, ambush, and evade danger showcases their deep ancestral knowledge, keeping their ancient hunting traditions alive. We hope you are enjoying it, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated. For the Hadzabe, hunting is not just a means of survival. It is a sacred tradition that defines their identity and way of life. It serves as a rite of passage for young men, testing their strength, skill, and courage as they transition into adulthood. Success in hunting earns respect within the tribe and proves their ability to provide for their people. Before setting out on major hunts, the Hadzabe perform ceremonial dances and chants, seeking blessings from their ancestors for protection and success. They believe in maintaining harmony with nature, only hunting what is necessary to sustain their community while ensuring that wildlife populations remain stable. Unlike modern hunting, which is often for sport or commercial gain, the Hadzabe's hunting practices are guided by respect for the land and its creatures. This spiritual bond with the wilderness has sustained their ancient traditions for generations, making hunting not just a necessity, but an integral part of their cultural heritage. Despite their incredible survival skills, the Hadzabe face growing threats in the modern world that put their traditional way of life at risk. One of the biggest challenges is the loss of land and hunting grounds. Over time, their ancestral land has been taken for farming, tourism, and commercial development. Deforestation and climate change have further reduced the number of wild animals, making hunting increasingly difficult. Additionally, legal restrictions on hunting have forced the Hadzabe to seek alternative food sources. The Tanzanian government has introduced laws limiting hunting, and some international organizations have called for a ban on baboon hunting, arguing it affects wildlife conservation efforts. The struggle between cultural preservation and modernization is another challenge. Many Hadzabe youth are leaving their traditional lifestyle to seek jobs in urban areas. Meanwhile, NGOs and activists are working to promote sustainable practices, such as ecotourism, to help preserve their heritage. These obstacles have not stopped the Hadzabe from fighting for their right to live as their ancestors did, remaining deeply connected to nature. The Hadzabe, one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer tribes in Tanzania, rely on traditional hunting for survival. Their practice of hunting baboons has sparked a debate, balancing cultural preservation and wildlife conservation. Supporters argue that this hunting method is sustainable, as the Hadzabe take only what they need, preventing overhunting. Studies show that baboons are not endangered, and their populations remain stable in the region. Opponents, however, highlight concerns about animal welfare and the potential for future ecological imbalance. Some conservationists believe that introducing alternative food sources could help the Hadzabe transition without forcing them into poverty or cultural loss. The key question remains, should indigenous traditions be protected at all costs, or should adaptation be encouraged in a rapidly changing world? In the end, the Hadzabe's way of life stands at a crossroads, caught between ancient survival and a world that's changing fast. Will they keep hunting as their ancestors did, or will outside forces push them toward a new path? The battle isn't just against baboons, it's against time, laws, and a shrinking wilderness. What would you do if your way of life was threatened? Fight for tradition or adapt to survive? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. There's a lot more to uncover.